we are looking at the Voyager Linux 23.10 beta version. So here is the boot menu. Let's quickly boot it in a live boot first. So here is the welcome screen. First you need to choose the language here. So this is a beta version. It's always a good option to boot it in a live boot, like clicking on try Voyager is a live boot, and this is an installation on your hard disk. So it's always a good option to always boot in the live boot first. If you're satisfied and if everything is going good without any bugs, you can go with the installation, and the installer will be available on the desktop however. So it's always a good option to wait and test it in the live boot. So this is a beta version. If you want to test it, you can test it. If you're a normal user, if you want to upgrade, right now it's not a good option because this is a beta version. Wait until the stable ISO file is released, then you can go with the upgrade. So let's first change the display settings. I think almost everything is loaded, I guess. We don't get any pop-ups. So let's first change the resolution. My monitor is 1920 into 1080. So I'm running it as a live boot in a virtualization, which is a VMware. So let's go to the about. So here is the operating system, which is a Voyager 23.10 beta, and it says a VMware because I'm running it on a VMware. So this is my CPU, which is a 12th gen i5. Memory is almost 4 GB. I used 4 GB for my VMware and the 40 GB for my hard disk. So here is the complete system details. So this is a GNOME 45 desktop environments. That's the reason you have some different style of system details option here. So display is X11, Linux version is 6.5, which is almost same in every Ubuntu flavor. So even it's same in the Voyager 23.10 beta because it's based on Ubuntu. So here is the complete information. So let's close this thing. Let's open the system monitor first and see how much of resources it's consuming. So let's maximize this thing. And here is the CPU, here is the RAM. It's almost like a 2 GB of RAM right now. So you need to first test it, then go with the installation because it's almost a 2 GB of RAM without running anything. So it's almost again 2.1 GB. So keep an eye on the RAM and the CPU. I'm going to place the system monitor at the right side corner, so you get the complete information throughout the video. So right now, and it's almost a bit of laggy or like something sluggishness in this distro. I used in the previous I already made previous videos of the previous version in my YouTube channel. It's already available. This distro was never like a smooth with a 4 GB of RAM. So as you can see, there is a bit of lag and the stuttering in the animation, as you can see. So it's clearly up to you to use this Linux distro or not. Right now, if you ask my suggestion, I'm not going to recommend this Linux distro because it's almost going like a 2.2 GB, and CPU is good, but the RAM is almost 2.2 GB. So we need to wait. It's like a stable ISO file, and test the stable ISO file also. So if you want to test it, you can test it, but if you want to install it right now, it's not a good option. I already mentioned that. So let's first open the terminal. Let's type in here. And the CPU is almost 100% because the application took a bit of time there to load up. So let's type in the command, for example inxi. If it's pre-installed, it should be so it is pre-installed. So the kernel already mentioned 6.5. So let's type in another command, which is inxi-b. Process running right now are 329, and inxi version, as you can see here, 3.3.29. The host is Voyager Linux, kernel already mentioned. Desktop is Gnome 45, and distro is Ubuntu 23.10 Mantic Minotaur. It says as a machine VMware because I'm running it on a VMware. So here is the CPU information, and display is X11. The server Xorg version is 1.21.1.7, Xvaliant version 23.2.0, and this is my display resolution. OpenGL version 4.3, Mesa is 23.1.7-1. So let's type in another command, which is inxi-G. So here is some of the information. VMWGFX 2.20.0. So let's type in cat/etc/issue. Let's type in inxi-sv8 and hit enter. So it gives the complete information of every distro information here. So I'm not going to read everything because it's going to be a lengthy video. So that's the reason I'm going to scroll it like this slowly. So you can pause the video and read everything if you want here. So these are all the available resolutions, devices, audio, everything will be, complete information will be here. So you can pause the video and read everything here. So let's type in Desktop now. Desktop is not pre-installed, so we need to install Desktop. If you want, you can install. If you don't want it, you can skip that part. It's going to take like a few seconds, almost like a 10 seconds like that, and Desktop should be installed. And you can see the CPU here and the RAM also. Keep an eye on the CPU and RAM throughout the video so you can get an idea to use this Linux distro or not. So the Ubuntu version was a bit of fast, but the Voyager Linux always, I used almost every version, I guess. So it was a bit of lag and delay here and there. I think we need to have like a good resources, I guess. Even I have like a 12 Gen i5 CPU and with a 4 GB of RAM. It's a bit of lag, not the heavy lag or a heavy stutter here and there. It was a bit of delay, and the animations were like a laggy, and it is taking a lot of time. So instead of waiting for this, let's check out other applications. So as you can see, these are all the pre-installed apps which comes with the Voyager Linux 23.10 beta. Lot of apps available in this Linux distro. So Desktop is installed. So let's type in Desktop now. So here is the Desktop. Let's check the console version or the terminal version. So let's close this thing. So let's first open all applications and see whether it crashes or not. So let's open like a bunch of apps, like 10 to 12 apps. Under the accessories, let's open the nodes and even the file manager, and even the extension manager and extensions. And let's go to the accessories. We have like a 2 accessories for some reason. And under the games, we don't. Here is a Pac-Man game. And here is the graphics. Let's open the GIMP. Let's even open the LibreOffice Draw. Under the internet, let's open the Firefox web browser. We already opened the LibreOffice Draw, so we don't need to open the LibreOffice. Sound and audio. Let's open the music player and rhythm box also. Let's go to the system monitor. As you can see, it's almost like a 3 GB of RAM. CPU is almost 100%. Under system tools, let's open the Synaptic Package Manager. We get some apps from the Voyager Linux also, so let's authenticate. Let's scroll it down. Under the utilities, we don't need anything here, so let's go to system tools. Let's open the software manager. So these are all the applications we opened. It's almost like a 3.2 GB and the CPU is almost like a 98%. So nothing has crashed. So let's check the version of the applications and close everything. As you can see, there is a bit of delay and Thunderbird mail is not responding. And you can't do anything, force quit or wait, you can't do anything because maybe some of the applications are still opening in the background, I guess. And here you can see there is a bit of lag. It is taking a lot of time here, just for like almost 6 to 7 apps, I guess. .4 GB, 3.5 GB right now. Cache is like a 1.4 GB. I can't choose any applications in the back. So let's go to Thunderbird here. Can't open that. Notes. Can we open this? So let's check the version of the notes. And it is taking a time here. I think you need to have at least a 4 GB of RAM in 2023 to use a normal Linux distro. If you're using like a lightweight Linux distro, you don't need a 4 GB of RAM. If you're using like a GNOME desktop environment, for sure you need to have like a 4 GB of RAM. The Notes version is 40.0, 40.1. Thunderbird is still not working in the background, so let's open other applications. So you can customize here. So as you can see, even the scroll bar is not working properly. There is a lot of lag just for like a 7 to 8 apps. The Thunderbird and the GIMP will be consuming a lot. So there are still applications opening right now in the background, so we need to wait, I guess. So usually it shouldn't take this much of time, but it is taking a lot of time. And I think we can use the applications right now. So this is the extensions. Browse. It's also it's all customizable, so it's clearly up to you to customize these things. You can search here for the extensions. And we have again a bit of lag here. Let me wait for a few seconds. I don't know, for some reason the system monitor is doing some crazy things. I put it on the resources, but it's going to process and the file systems. So I kept on the resources right now. So let's check the version of the extension manager. Even the mouse cursor is going crazy for some reason. The Ubuntu version was pretty smooth, and the Ubuntu version don't have like a bloatware softwares like additional softwares. You just get the KDE Plasma desktop environment applications. You don't get any additional. So the version is 0.4.2. Let's close this thing. Can't close this thing also. No problem. Let's go to the Firefox web browser. Let's check the version. It should be like a 117.1 or 2. So let's first check it out. It's almost like a 4 GB of RAM, 3.6 GB. Rhythm box is also ready. We got a notification on the top side. And it is taking a lot of time again. I think we almost opened like 10 apps right now, but I think everything is opened, but still taking a lot of time for some reason. 118. This is the latest version, I guess. In the Ubuntu we have like a 117, but in the Voyager Linux we have like a 118. I think we get the latest Firefox web browser, I guess. But if you open like 6 to 7 apps at one time, you need to wait for some time, I guess. As you can see, the Firefox web browser is having an issues. So it's clearly up to you to use this Linux distros or not. So you are seeing everything right in front of you. So you need to decide to use this Linux distro or not. Again, we can't complain this because it's a beta version. It's almost known that the beta version will be having some of the issues. So it's up to you to judge this Linux distro. I'm not going to say anything wrong, anything positive also. So I'm showing everything is happening in front of you. So let me close it. Can't close it. So can't even open anything. So need to wait. Let me close the music player. Can't do that also. It's almost like 5 minutes, but can't do anything. Can't go to the activities page also. So I think that's the end of the video, I guess, because it's going to take a lot of time. I need to wait like hours. I don't want to. So I think it's better to wait or for the stable ISO file. In my opinion, if you ask me, I am going to wait until the stable ISO file is released. Usually the Voyager Linux is like this in the older version also. It's not crashing or it's not the lag. It was like a bit of sluggishness in the distro. I don't know, for some reason, maybe the pre-installed apps of or the bloatware which is pre-installed, I guess. I don't really know. So it's a good option to wait until the stable ISO file. If you want to test it, you can test it, and do let me know in the comment section if it's doing this type of things in your distro in your PC also. So you need to test it like opening like 7 to 8 apps. Just open like a 7 to 8 apps and try to use this Linux distro. If everything is going good, do let me know in the comment section. Maybe it should be my PC. I don't know. I have like a latest PC which is a 12 Gen i5, and with a 4 GB of RAM. The main PC has 8 GB of RAM, but I'm using a 4 GB of RAM for my VMware. So the Ubuntu version and Ubuntu were working pretty much good, but the Voyager Linux is having some of the issues, so it's clearly up to you to use it or not. So if you use it, do let me know in the comment section. And again, can't do anything. So it took like some time, almost like 10 minutes right now, I guess. Can't even use any other Linux, any other applications right now. It's going crazy. Let's try to check the about Firefox again. It's almost 118. We already saw that, so let's it is working right now, so let's try to get some of the information. And we have a bit of lag here again. Let's try to check the version again. As you can see, it is taking again some time here. 2.10.34 is the GIMP version available in the beta version of Voyager Linux 23.10. So let's close this thing. We need to wait for a few more seconds again because it's a bit of delay here. Let me go to the other applications. I think the video going to be way lengthy than usual. I don't think I can use this Linux distro because it's a lot of time consuming. Again, we have like a software is not responding just for like I opened like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 or 7 apps, and again Rhythm Box. I think I should end the video because it's going crazy, as you can see. So if you want to test it, you can test it on your own. Try to test it on like a virtual machine, something like a VirtualBox, VMware. Like there are some virtualization softwares, or you can test it in a live boot in your main PC also. So if you test it, do let me know in the comment section if it's doing same things like in my PC. So if it is working good, do let me know in the comment section. It will help other also. So I'm going to end this video. So there is already a Ubuntu and the Ubuntu and the Ubuntu versions of a 23.10 beta version available in the in my channel. So I'm going to end the video because it's going crazy right now. So as you can see, even if you want to check the version, it's taking a lot of time. So I'm going to end this video here. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.